Here we go.
Yeah, I said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox dead channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double dip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double dip on the director's cut. Woo. Double dip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. The boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine are gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We be sucking on every damn toe. Yum. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimeter PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo!
Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love.
Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what?
DOA,
Yeah.
DOA, DOA, Ponies claiming Congo, but it's DOA,
Dice,
DOA, Ponies claiming Congo, but it's DOA, Ponies claiming Congo, but it's DOA. Yeah, I'm always online, chilling with the homies, playing Call of Duty without spending money. All these Sony ponies,
Yeah.
all they do is hate. And all these fake insiders, all they do is bait. For some PS5, send me Shinobi. Block me when I told them, you're a fucking pony. Conquer 69, they fumble the back. You switch to PS5, just to play Game Pass. Yo, Demo Flow Gaming, papi. Let's get it. Ya tú sabes. El chamaquito de cash. Yo, young chico in the building. Y'all already know how I rock. Let's get it. DOA.
Yeah.
DOA. DOA. Demo Flow Gaming. Ponies claiming Congo, but it's DOA. DOA. But it's DOA. That's it. DOA, Ponies claiming Congo, but it's DOA. Yo. Toda cucaracha se merece un chancletazo. La historia de Conco te la escribió un borracho. Se burlaron de Refa porque no salió mejor. Pero ahora PlayStation te vende algo peor. Los Ponies están bien locos, se están metiendo popo. De tanta mierda que habla yo me estoy quedando sordo. El camato les llega por el VI y todos con el que con la cara dura así. Yo.
Blow.
So better loco, boy. So better loco. Dale. DOA. Y así que ahora los pone. Así ahora los pone cuando tienes que soltar 70 pesos. 70 pesos por cada juego. Mientras nosotros jugamos en el Game Pass. DOA. Hey, Ponies claiming Conco, but it's DOA. Vaya con Dios, my ponies. Yo, hey, if you want to go get an Xbox, go get an Xbox. You want to go get a PlayStation 5, get a PlayStation 5. If you want to play in your phone, who gives a damn? I'm out here saving money, doing whatever I want, playing as many games as I want, rocking with the Xbox community. And when I say community, I mean all of you. Yeah. If you're a pony butt, you're part of the Xbox community. You play on Xbox, you're part of the Xbox community. You play on PlayStation, you're part of the Xbox community. Yeah, because y'all waiting for the Xbox games. Woo! We're all gamers, man. Chill out. Devil Flow Gaming. Yo,
Yo,
what's
fuck that.
good? Hey, what's poppin'? Happy Sunday and welcome everybody to the Demo Flow Gaming Show. This is Sunday special edition. So we got people here with us. We got the Archangel Nexus in the house. What's good, player? How you doing?
Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good, chat? We chilling over here. We talk games in this house, and the house always wins.
Always. Let's get it, man. Hey, so feeling super good, man. I got some rest finally. I've been super busy with work and all that. So just enjoying the weekend, playing some games, going back to some games and stuff like that. But we gotta get the show going. Our boy Gaming Island with Jay might pull up anytime. Also Ray said that he will probably pass by. So stay tuned for that. Don't go nowhere. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's get going, bro. So bro, how you been, man? How you been?
Yo, the shit is crazy, man. This joint's
Yeah.
freezing right now, though.
Oh, it's freezing. The stream,
Yeah, your video.
my
Yeah,
video.
how am I coming out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You, I can hear you. I can hear you. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on.
you
This
was able to hear me the whole time.
yeah. We could hear you. Yep, you're fine, man. It's all good, bro. But yeah, let's see chat down there, man. Thank you all for coming and rocking with me on Sundays, man. We are about to make this like like I'll come on here on Sunday, every Sunday and Friday. And if anybody can wanna jump, we're just gonna do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to have a natural flow of things. So, whatever happens. This is just like how crazy it's gonna be this Sunday show. So I see Lycos 45 in the house, man. What's good? Good to see you, dog. Uh see Slayer, the Pizzer. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Pizzer for sure. Effective 45A in the house saying the PlayStation Pro is the go. Wow, somebody's in love. We found love in another place. Six layers saying, you mean the PS4 Pro? Yeah. Yo,
The piss.
Gun Griffin in the house saying PS5 Pro is DOA. Ponies just don't know it yet. Yeah, a little bit of denial in there, right? Jacob Noe coming through with the from the snitch on Twitter. PX6 may necessarily not cost the same as the PlayStation 5 Pro or more. So it might be the same or more. I mean, imagine coming with a new generation and then your refresh is more expensive. That wouldn't make um any sense. I think that would be crazy. I think the prices can only go up, bro. From here, I don't
Trash.
see it. Yeah, yeah, that's bad. Totally bad, man. But yeah, Gun Griffin, price has no limits. I agree with you, man. Effective 45A, the real most powerful console is the PlayStation 5 Pro. Hey, I see you down there with the DOA. DOA, let's get it. Um, Gun Griffin saying, by what measures it already can run Space Marine better on the Hunt or Final Fantasy 14 online. Yeah, well, this game like Final Fantasy 14 online. I tried that. Did you try that? Archangel, did you try it?
Final Fantasy 14 online? Nah,
Yeah.
not yet. I haven't messed with that yet.
Oh, bro,
I'm
look, I
still
don't
playing
want to. I
Final
don't.
Fantasy 7 on Steam Deck.
Yeah, no, man. I don't know, bro, but I tried it and I thought it was terrible. It was very outdated.
So whoever's playing that is been playing it for a while, no? And they've been sticking with the game. That's just what I am. I try it out, and I like Final Fantasy games too. Not really like a super fan, but I play here and there. I don't mind them. But this one wasn't like, it wasn't it, bro. It was terrible, in my opinion, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Kevin Gross in the house saying PlayStation 6 10% better than the PlayStation Pro for $1,000 without tax. $1,000 without tax, bro. That's crazy. Well, somebody from was it from Switzerland told me that it was gonna be about $1,000 over there or something like that. So I mean the equivalent, right, in their coin, in their money, so in their currency. So I mean it's just wild to think about like one single console costing $1,000 or about $1,000. It makes you wonder like how far and for how long can we like stretch this out, right?
Yo,
Go to Yakonovic. Shout out to everybody with chat. We're waiting for our guests. Whatever. Anyways, we are gonna continue with the show, but let's get started with the first topic, and then after that, we'll continue and let's see what's going on, what's popping. So I put this right here as a first topic because this is it. This is basically what's going on right now in the gaming industry. The only thing that Sony PlayStation fanboys have going for themselves is this PlayStation 5. So that goes without saying that if Sony PlayStation screw this one up, right? Um, uh, I don't know, man. It's gonna start looking really really bad over there. There's even people talking Archangel. I don't know if you heard about the PlayStation tax. I don't know if Archangel can hear me, but anyways, yeah, some ponies out there. If you can speak Archangel, just say because it looks like I can hear you. But anyways, the PlayStation tax is something that
I can
Sony.
speak, but I can't really understand. Uh, your video, I think our connection with each other might be choppy because you can hear
Yeah,
me clearly, but for some reason it's coming on my end choppy.
do you wanna go and come back and see if it's like if it fixed it? Huh? I don't know what's going on with the connection. It must be like, Sunday, like internet is off for some reason. But anyway, dog. Yeah, Sony PlayStation fanboys are just copying for the PS5. So they forgot about the games. They forgot about Astro, but they dropped the controllers just to go on Twitter, get on top of the keyboards and cap for the PlayStation 4 and even said stupid things like is equivalent the PlayStation 5 Pro equivalent to a gaming PC, all these things that in my opinion they kind of wild to think about because I mean what can I say? Look, let's keep it real, man. Consoles, they there for a reason. They're more affordable. They basically help you. It's like the best, like fastest way to just what I mean, getting you into gaming. But at the end of the day, they're not meant to have this like crazy power that Sony PlayStation fanboys are making it. I mean, turning it into. They going into this power narrative now. When I mean, we already understand that. I don't know what's going on with my stream. It's going crazy with me on my end. But yeah, we got Archangel's back. Let me see if he's here. Hey, how you doing, Archangel? You back in there? You back
Yo,
on?
yeah, I'm in here.
Ah,
Yeah, still a little choppy, but I'm gonna hang in there.
yeah.
I hang back, and whenever it's clear, I'll come in.
All right, man, no problem. So yeah, you guys, it feels like Sony PlayStation, like basically the only thing that they got going for themselves is just the PlayStation 5 Pro. Like I was saying earlier, like the games don't matter anymore. They happy now that PlayStation has announced the new console, but what about the games? This is what I am right now. This is what I'm thinking. Like you are basically capping for a piece of plastic that has no games. So I feel like the move of Sony PlayStation bringing this console out, I mean, they had to do what they had to do because I'm pretty sure they had their plan on doing a console refresh even before they launched the PS5, right? Because I think that's how it goes. We're gonna have this product in a certain amount of time, and then we're gonna release another one when we think that people can do with an upgrade, right? So that's what I think. But man, it feels like so wrong because it feels like this is a moment in which Sony PlayStation needs games. We need to start seeing these bangers that Sony PlayStation is known for, and that's just the way I see it. And the only thing that these Sony PlayStation fanboys are talking about is about a console, not even about games. Like I say, everybody forgot about Astrobot. Everybody forgot about whatever other game they were playing. Concord, they didn't even play it. So it makes me feel like, man, like they just out here acting like keyboard warriors, but they're not really showing you know what I mean? Like for real, if they are about that life. So that's kind of wild to me because Sony PlayStation fanboys used to have like stuff to cap for it, but they don't even have that now. It feels like, well, they don't even have like another rumor, like another like a leak from a game. Excitement. It's like so dead and dry over there, man. What do you think, Arcangel? What do you think about Sony PlayStation strategy? Do you really think that people needed another console or people needed more first party games, right? Based on what Sony
Yeah,
PlayStation fanboys like and the way they are, right?
yeah, for real. And like they need to, I think they need to take their service a little more seriously because they got that joint just kind of flopping out there, and they haven't done very many day one releases. They didn't even try and put Concord on that service to try and save that shit. So it just seems to me like they really care about them physical copies and them ship figures. And if they don't see the ship going a certain way, then they're gonna drop that shit or shelf the IP. Because if you look at like their whole graveyard of IPs, if it doesn't do a certain level, they shelf that shit. And most of their IPs to date is shelved. So it's like, Sony, if you want them hoes to make money, you're gonna have to put them on the streets. You can't keep them on the shelf and up an apartment for yourself. You gotta, share them shits. You got a lot of games that you can put on other platforms. Do that. You got a lot of games that haven't been on PC officially yet. Do that. Like the way they doing it now, and then with the price of the PS5 going up and the PS5 Pro going up, I just their strategy makes no sense. It's like they trying to be a low key luxury item and depend on the aftermarket, scooping up their consoles and turn it into a luxury item more than the really looking out for the gamers. Otherwise, they would have dropped those games on their service the second they was in any type of danger. They didn't even try and put them anywhere else. So this strategy makes no sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't. But we got a boy Adidas 20 with the 5. Madus Pony Pandemonium continues. Shout out to Adidas 20. For some reason, I don't know why my chats don't load all at the same time. So I get to see this a little later. But shout out to him. Thank you for the donation, my man. And yeah, bro, going back to what you were saying about these Sony PlayStation fanboys turning this turning gaming into luxury items and all these talk about like trying to flex and throwing money away to just buy consoles or certain products just because they're expensive, right? It makes me feel like the way that we are seeing this going,
Yeah,
gaming is going towards a more urban direction, the like the urban lifestyle, like a hip hop type lifestyle that people like basically celebrate throwing away money, right? Like to buy purses and shit, like to buy shoes and cars and all that, right? But it's like, oh, I got the most expensive stuff, like I'm stunning on you. That's the way. But gaming doesn't have to be like that because gaming is something that we enjoy individually, like ourselves.
yeah, it's a
Like,
hobby.
yeah, it doesn't matter how cool my computer looks, you're not gonna play with it. It's so stupid. Like, I don't know where we're going, and this is basically like going to a club, buying a bottle, and pouring it, like on the floor for no freaking reason. This is I don't know. In my opinion, this is like how I see it, right? Because they're making it seem like, okay, the more expensive, the better, so that I can actually make fun of these butts or something, or make it feel like I got money and people who play on Xbox don't have money. Like they're making it seem like this is something like that. And I feel like gaming should be accessible for everybody, right? Of course, if you have more money than
Yeah.
other people, you will have access to better stuff. But like to make it like something like the standard, and for everybody to follow suit to what Sony PlayStation does, it's just like kind of like, man, it doesn't make any sense. Why are you asking for a price increase in your hobby? It's like, you like I don't know. I don't know what analogy can I it just sounds dumb, right? To ask for a price increase in this instance. So man, Sony PlayStation fanboys, they're really hitting rock bottom because they losing every narrative. So when people they losing, they turn to try and play dirty, right? Because they got no choice. So they have to go ahead and create right from scratch another narrative so
Yeah.
that they can like try to make it seem like playing in like PlayStation is for the person or the people with money or something like that. So I think that's kind of like stupid because I don't know, man. That's not the flex that you that you think it is, because like
Plus,
PC players,
there's
right?
one more thing.
Yeah, go. Yeah, what's up?
There's one thing that Sony Sony back in the 90s said that they wanted to replace the PC. And I think if PlayStation thinks that it's gonna out PC Microsoft, that's not gonna be a winning fight. To me, that doesn't make any sense either. They think that they're gonna out luxury Microsoft in the PC space. It's not happening. Microsoft can partner with any level of hardware right now, and they can outperform PlayStation as far as hardware power and scale and even cost.
Yeah.
And I don't think PlayStation can do that.
Yeah, and cost, I think, is a very important part. It's playing a very important part, right, in all of this because I hear some Xbox guys, some PlayStation guys, some half Xbox, half PlayStation hybrids, right? To give them a name, the hybrids. Um, they're saying that Xbox is no competition. And look, when it comes to like what what makes sense, right? If you think about it, you could get an Xbox Series S. I think somebody was posting something on Twitter that it was about $215, something like that, some ridiculous shit like that. Like he was so cheap because it was on promotion. And then you have something like the PlayStation 5 Pro that comes at $700. That does basically the same thing that the Series S. You know what I mean? But a little with a little bit more power or whatever. So I mean the casual
Yeah.
consumer is gonna be looking at this like, man, and it comes with Game Pass too. So I'm gonna be saving money. I don't care, you know what I mean? I just want to buy a console so that I can play Fortnite, so that I can play Call of Duty, so I can play all the games that everybody plays because that's what they're looking for. Like, in my opinion, now when you buy a console and you get an exclusive, it's just a bonus. But at the end of the day, people just playing everybody the same game because like everybody's playing Call of Duty. It's out there, bro. I had it right here. Look, I'm gonna show it. This was like I have the screenshot of the games that made top 10. I think it was last week in PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. So I got it right here. Let me share my screen. And there it is. Do you guys see it? So we got, okay, let me see. You guys can see it. So we got in PlayStation, which is the blue thing, Call of Duty, man. And this is the week of August 31st. That like it was like 2 weeks ago. So we got Call of Duty number one
Wow.
again. Call of Duty
Wow.
on Xbox number one. Man. And
Yo.
and every game that's in there is pretty much everywhere. Look, we see Fortnite number 2, Grand Theft Auto number 3, esports, college football number 4, Roblox, NBA 2K24, Black Me Wukong. I mean, that's right, they got that. Madden, Minecraft, but like it's only that one game. Like the rest of the games is dominated by like third party, and of course Xbox games because we see games like Minecraft in there, right? And Call of Duty, which also
Yeah.
belong to Xbox now. So it makes you seem like okay, like taking a look at this picture. Do you really think it's worth it to pay $700, possibly 80% more of what you're playing for the Series S just to play the same shit and gain access to buy another game that you may or may not like it? So I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's just like the competition is there. In my opinion, it's just a lot of people negating and forgetting that the Series S exists, calling it a potato, right? Because a lot of people say the Series X is shit, right? And in my opinion, it's not shit. So yeah, I got a message from Gaming Island with Jay, and he's late for like 10 minutes. He just got home, so yeah, he's coming through. Hold up.
Nice.
So yeah, so the man is on his way. So yeah, bro. So looking at that chart, Archangel, like people are playing the games that are hot. They're not playing well, 1 week, right? But for the most of the year,
Yeah.
the charts have looked like this: Call of Duty, Fortnite, a sports game, right?
Yep.
I don't know, but Apex, right? Like it's all the same shit
Yeah. The
everywhere.
top games.
Yep, the top games that are
The top
everywhere.
games, yo.
That are everywhere. So now in this economy, like and the funny thing is like these games are coming to PlayStation, but they're not coming. They're not giving you a value proposition because you're gonna have to buy these games, uh, and still pay for PlayStation. While with Game Pass, you get everything automatically in there. Everything that Xbox does with Game Pass Ultimate, of course, but it's the same shit, you know. So what I'm trying to tell you here is like the value proposition is there. The fact that some Sony PlayStation fanboys and hardcore fans and people who don't know about gaming don't know, it's like it's on you because the information is out there. Like right now, it's easier than ever to find information, to find channels like mine, channels like yours, Archangel. Um, that can tell you like, look, this is the most affordable way to get into gaming, right?
That's
So
right.
I
That's right.
think that's important too because I feel like every channel is based a lot around like luxury, right? I got this and I got that, but I kind of like I mean, I kind of want to like play people's champion here and hook up everybody with the best prices and the best way in accessibility, right settings to get into gaming and make your gaming experience better, save some money so that you can do some other fun shit in life because I mean, this is our favorite hobby, but I also got to wake up in the morning, fill my car with gas, pay rent every first of the month. So, I mean, everybody's going through the same thing. It's hard times out there. This is not a time to go ahead and try to be like, like stunning on your fellow gamers or try to stun, and just like fucking everything up for everybody because this is what was going to happen, right? You see the discourse now is everybody saying that PlayStation is the luxury item. How some people don't even want to be anywhere near Xbox because Xbox is associated with the poor. So this is I don't know, maybe I'm crazy today, but this is where I see things going. Like and it's a way to switch again the narrative. So now it's not about the games, now it's not about even the power, now it's all about status, right? So it just makes me feel some type of way, bro. This shit is weird. This is just weird, bro. Trying to turn this into like a physical competition, right? Like when you, due to lack of words, you have
Yo,
to like get physical. So you have anything to say about this, man?
yeah, yeah. I think that the value proposition on every level for the Xbox or for Microsoft, period, for whatever it is that they're offering, either on PC or on console, on every level, from even from the cheapest level even to the highest luxury level, going through Game Pass is the best value proposition on every level. Game Pass and Steam together, unbeatable. So it don't matter if you're trying to go for PC performance, luxury gaming up there, or you go all the way down to the Xbox S level. You go through Game Pass, you're getting the best value. So I don't feel like Sony could really compete in those areas. So they're trying to put up really this front about being a luxury item when it's just like a really overpriced console. Because you cannot out PC Microsoft. Period. Can't do it.
Yeah. Oh man. So that's so crazy, man. So now the narrative is like this is more powerful than an Xbox or than any other console. And I remember the Xbox had that narrative right down for like from the beginning of the generation, right? And
Yeah,
they still downplay it. And games have been coming out playing better on the Xbox. Um, and look, this is all when we talk about consoles, right? But consoles is like look, you said it for the casual gamer that doesn't really want to like dig any deeper into the technical aspect that comes with like PC gaming. So, but like when it comes to the games and when it comes to service, like we gotta highlight this too because Xbox is not only the console. And a lot of people are saying like, yo, but like the way that Xbox market things is almost as if they don't care about the console anymore. It's like it's not that they don't care about the console anymore. It's that they telling you get this shit. Like this is the actual fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like consoles are gonna be good, but if you want performance and if you want, you know what I mean, accessibility, like this is the way to go. And I don't know, PC gaming now is like the easiest way, the easiest thing ever. Like it's not like it used to be, like it was before.
that's right.
So like when you see a console like the Sony PlayStation 5 Pro with these uh crazy ass prices, PC gaming becomes some way somehow a little thicker, right? A little hotter, a little like more
That's right.
curvilicious, if you know what I'm saying. Because I mean, but we got our boy Island Gaming with Jay.
Yo, Island.
What up, Demo Flow? What up, guys? What up? Happy to be here. It's a pleasure. Let's see if we could break some pony's legs, man. Let's see if we could break some pony's legs.
Hey, hey, Greg, a pleasure to be here with my boy Island Gaming with Jay. I've been watching your channel for a long time, man, and I really like your
Yeah, man.
content. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure everybody here is familiar with you.
Yeah,
Go
man.
follow my
Hell yeah.
Island Gaming with Jay and the Archangel Nexus. Both links are there on the description. So you can see what they're up to. But man, I
Yep.
want to touch with you, Island Gaming with Jay. How you been, man?
I've
Say
been quiet, man. Just got home. Had some errands to run, but we are home now, and we could talk a bit. We could talk a bit, man.
we can talk, man. I like that. I like that. But yeah, man. Well, just to fill you in, because I know
Mm-hmm.
you're a little late.
Yeah.
We were talking about that Sony, about the fact that Sony PlayStation PS5 Pro is the only thing that Sony PlayStation fanboys got going for
Right.
themselves. So, like I was saying before, to fill you in the conversation, like it seems like they dropped every games. They
Right.
don't care about playing games anymore, and all they care about owning a new piece of plastic in which they can play games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
make it make sense, man.
No, well, I distinctly remember Sony fans saying that they don't buy new consoles to play old games. But all Mark Cerny did in that, small presentation was showed old games for the PlayStation 5 Pro. So what is it? Is it that you guys buy new consoles to play new experiences from Sony? Or do you guys only buy these consoles to play old games? Which one is it, right? And another thing that that is very much apparent now is that we are seeing for what Sony is asking for the PlayStation 5 Pro, it does not fit what the Sony fans would be getting. That is why Phil Spencer and they said they're not going to make a mid-gen refresh because the asking price for the PlayStation 5 Pro, what you guys are getting, what the ponies will be getting, it does not fit that price tag. Because think about it. If you are telling me that the CPU is the same, if you are telling me that here what all I will get is a a brief or a little how to say visual upgrade. I'm not getting all my games at 60 FPS. Then what are we really doing here? Are you guys really cows? Are you guys going to allow Sony to milk you guys like this to the point where the milk is now powder? Come on, man. Come
Well,
on.
but I gotta show you something on Island because I was doing my research and I'm gonna show you exactly how
Yeah.
Sony PlayStation got Sony PlayStation fanboys conditioned to
Yeah.
pay everything that Sony PlayStation asked them. They basically Sony PlayStation pay picks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel kind of bad because you've been deprived of social interaction and an active sexual life. Living on your basement, bitching to your mom. Sad little person, ponies be so dumb. Welcome to the inbox where all ponies come to hate.
So that's basically how they got him. You know, that's called
Hey,
conditioning in psychology.
conditioning.
Yeah, so that's when you have somebody conditioned so much to the same activity, same stimuli that they eventually, without you keep doing the stimuli, they just go ahead and and just follow your instructions or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's what it is. And now look, another thing that we were talking, me and Archangel, is that Sony PlayStation fanboys are making it about money now. This is like
Yeah.
a money war now. Like I got a better console and more expensive console than
Than
you,
you.
and that's
Yeah.
why I'm better. So
Yeah.
I think that's kind of crazy to think about because I thought that was like I don't know for shoes and cars and all that stuff. Like, bro, gamers we never been like that, right? Like I don't know. I think this is kind of new to me. I know some people out there, some PC master race guys are super
Yeah.
crazy about it. And they be like, oh, I got the latest GPU, I got the latest CPU, I got the best cooling, right? And that's why I rock. We at the
Yeah.
end of the day, we playing the same shit.
Yeah.
Like 20 FPS more. It's not gonna make
Come
you
on.
like yeah. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
wild to me.
Yeah, I mean, these guys need to really understand that Sony already got the ponies to pay for the VR headset, right? They said here
Mm,
what this VR headset would make you see better, run faster, jump higher, and it did none of it.
yep.
These guys end up getting a broke pocket and cataract from that VR headset, right?
Got it.
Why it is they are still after the VR headset and they saw how Sony did not support it. We saw the lackluster PlayStation Portal, and these guys capped for that PlayStation Portal so hard, and only 3% sold in the US, and the majority of the persons capping for it was in the US. So y'all got robbed without a gun with the VR headset too. Y'all got robbed out a gun for the Portal, and now you guys are trying to convince yourself that here what this is what it is. You guys need the PlayStation 5 Pro. Come on, make it make sense, demo. Make it make sense.
Nah, I
Yo,
think hold on. I got some Island. I got something to say about that.
Alias
Yeah,
26,
You know,
thank you, man.
you
Go.
yeah.
when we talking about like which thing people are gonna buy,
Mm-hmm.
consistently when you buy a PlayStation, you don't really know what you're gonna get in the future. You know, like
Yeah,
when people bought the Xbox 360, they got Tomb Raider, and that was shocking that they managed to put Tomb Raider on the 360. When you got an Xbox Scorpio, you got access through xCloud to the newest Xbox One S and Xbox One X through xCloud.
mm-hmm.
And when
Mm-hmm.
you buy in the Xbox One X, that shit is gonna give you access to the newest games at way better performance than a Pro.
Yeah,
This is not a great value proposition that Sony's proposing. I think that Microsoft consistently, as far as performance goes, even like going far back to the Duke, they've had the best performance proposition either through Windows PC or through Xbox the whole time.
yeah,
Otherwise, we would have never got the kind of games that we got way back, even as far as the Xbox 360.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
No, you know
Great.
what's
Go.
what's funny? The argument for most of this generation was frame rates. That was the argument, right? The
Yep,
argument was,
I
Yeah.
you know,
remember.
it's frame rates is what matter. That is why they trashed Starfield so much. That is why they trashing Avowed. They say frame rate is what matters, right? And here
Mm.
we have that guy, is it Jonathan Ledbetter, or that guy from Digital Foundry, he
Mhm.
is saying that here what, because the CPU is the same, if the game is CPU heavy, the PlayStation 5 Pro will not run it at 60 FPS. So if the argument is frames matter over everything, and we have this guy that they always quote when it's bad Xbox news, that they bring up the
Yeah.
Digital Foundry. Why are they not taking what he is saying into consideration? He is saying that here, what if you guys buy this, understand that you will get better graphics, right? It might even be better graphics than the Series X or so. But when it comes to the frame rates, it's not going to get better. And that is what these guys say they wanted. So again, these guys are going to get
Exactly.
robbed without a gun.
Yeah. Basically, it's like I don't know, hey, I'm coming over here to the store. Can I get robbed for $700? Like, you might as well go ahead and do that. Look, listen, man, and that's true what you're saying, because for a long time they were capping for FPS, and that's what they shit on Redfall. That's the main reason they
Yep.
on Redfall.
Mhm.
Yep.
Because in my opinion, the Redfall wasn't a 10 out of 10 game, but it wasn't like horribly like wrong. Nothing that was really wrong
Yeah, it
with it.
wasn't Concord.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Concord. People were playing it. You know what I'm saying? They were interested in it.
Yeah.
So I mean, they could, whatever. Redfall is a thing of the past, but you could still play Redfall if you
Yeah.
want to. As dead as
Mhm.
it
Right.
is, right? As dead as it is. Now we can hop in a Redfall server and play and have fun. So
Yeah.
um the same thing happened with Starfield, right? 30 FPS Starfield is shit. The same thing happened with now with the Hellblade, right? A game that you basically are walking around, not doing anything crazy, looking around or pressing a
Right.
bunch of buttons. It's a very, very like like linear game. It's like in my opinion,
You don't need the frames for that. You don't need the
yeah, you
frames for that.
don't need it for that for this type of game. Like what in the hell are you doing? You're just chilling,
Yeah.
basically, right?
Yeah.
So now they capping for a resolution boost, because this is basically what the PlayStation 5 Pro is gonna do. Is going to provide PlayStation with a resolution boost, because only PlayStation games be looking blurry from the beginning since last generation. When
Yeah.
the PS4 Pro came out and the Series One X came out, the games look better on the One X, and everybody knows it by a mile. And this generation has been the same thing, right?
That is
Like,
wh-
go.
yeah, that is why guys like that pony there in the chat, effective, he would be paying 700-800 bucks for better looking leaves in Spider-Man. Think about it. Think about it. You are going to spend $800 of your money for better looking leaves. What are we really doing here? Are you guys what
Yeah,
are you guys smoking rum? What is going on in your mind?
man, terrible. I don't know. It's just Island. I feel like they running out of narratives, so they're going
That's
crazy.
right.
There's no other like they don't have nothing to hold them from.
Yeah.
They literally like free falling, right? Like you would say, drowning
Yeah,
in
all
the
over the
in their
place.
own piss, in their own pisser, in their own pisser.
Yeah.
Eh, I just don't know, because I mean for last generation, right? Xbox One, it was all about the games. Oh, you guys got no games. You guys got no games. TV, right? And
Yeah.
now I feel like Sony
Yep.
PlayStation, that's what they got. TV, no games.
You're
And
preaching.
nobody's calling them out.
Hmm.
No one is calling
Just
them
for the
out for it,
places.
Hmm. You're
right?
preaching.
And we even got Sony PlayStation fanboys talking. I don't know, Island, if you heard, I don't know, Archangel, about the PlayStation tax.
Yeah.
PlayStation tax.
Yeah.
How freaking dare
Oh
you?
my God.
PlayStation
This is how
tax.
PlayStation has a tax.
I don't
I
know.
didn't know that.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
Never heard
PlayStation
of
know.
it.
had a tax.
PlayStation
So
Never
this
heard of
has
now.
tax.
So because the general community is not Sony, how to say, Sony fanatics like these guys. I mean, persons could see. We have eyes. When it is Mark Cerny show the difference between the PlayStation 5 version and the PlayStation 5 Pro version, it's very obvious that it is not a massive upgrade. What are you guys paying for? And that is why the media is having a field day right now with PlayStation, is because they are losing their touch. They are not understanding what their consumers want. What I'm saying is this, right? The majority of the PlayStation fans, they wanted PlayStation 5 Pro, but not with this type of a upgrade. This upgrade is too small for that price tag. $800. Come on.
Mm,
Nah,
man, $800
buy a
for a
Steam Deck,
PlayStation.
buy
Come
buy
on.
buy a handheld PC if
Yeah.
that's where you're going.
Yeah. And man, the funny thing is that this thing can even stand on its own.
You could be
Girl, you
that.
need a stand, bro. What is this?
Standing is
What
a
is
feature
this?
now. It's
So,
crazy.
in my opinion, this is a what you call it? This is a design, right? Like a bad design, like a
Yeah.
mistake. This is a bad freaking idea.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
Concord. Concord wasn't no, it wasn't a bad game. It was just a bad idea, right? Let's be honest.
No,
Uh,
well, to be
yeah.
honest, it is a good idea because they knew they could have gotten their PlayStation fans to pay for a stand. They knew it. When they were making
True.
this console, they said, okay, are we? How could we get more money off of these cows? How
Sell him a
could we?
stand. Sell him
Yes,
a stand.
sell them a
The
stand.
stand.
Come on, let's sell them the disk drive. Come, let's sell them. You
Yeah.
know what? The next generation, I hope Sony take out
The
the
components.
yeah, the components and say, here we are going green. Sony is no longer blue, we are green, right?
Bro,
We're gonna give you guys this in a bag, no box.
yo,
Come on,
that'll be
crazy.
funny. That'll be funny. For next PlayStation, you have to collect the parts. You have
You
to go on a
could
quest to each continent.
speaking of
You have to
stand.
go collect the parts.
Oh, buddy.
Yo, speaking of stand, on Point for Gamers, they showed that Ratchet and Clank, all you get is like a few people in the audience, and Clank gets his arm, because in the
Come on,
PS5
man.
version, Clank's missing his arm, and in the Pro version, he got his arm.
Man,
Holy shit.
Come on now, shout out to On Point.
come on,
Shout out
man.
to Duno Simone, man. Oh, hey. Crazy,
Yeah.
bro. So, man, and look, it is fine if you got the money. Because I tell my people all the time, if you got the money and you really like these
Yeah.
things, man,
Mhm,
get it. You know, who gives
mhm,
a fuck?
mhm,
You
mhm.
know, this is for you basically because you got the
Yeah.
money and you are into it. But the regular consumer, like you and me and Archangel, that we work and we got stuff to do and all the
Yeah.
shit to pay for, this
Yeah.
makes zero freaking sense. Zero freaking
Yeah.
sense. And
Think of,
look, yeah,
mhm.
yeah, go on.
Think about a mom. Think about a mom going into a store and she have 3 kids, right? And each one of them want their own console. You can imagine a mom spending $700 by 3. Think about it.
That's crazy.
Think about how
Nah.
silly that is. Real
All the
work.
tax money,
Yeah.
all the tax return.
Come on. It makes no sense.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for a console. I think we have to like draw a line in there, like for a console that's gonna play games at a casual level, right? Because if you really want all this performance, I'm tired of telling you. Like, if you want to count pixels and FPS, go to freaking PC, man. Don't expect these games to run like crazy here.
Facts.
I think these machines do a good job. Both of them running some games like
Yeah,
at
yeah.
120
Facts.
FPS and so on.
Mhm,
So I
mhm.
feel like $500 for both these consoles is a fair price, right? Regardless of console where, regardless of freaking content words, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's fair. But
Mhm.
it's $700 and you don't even get a stand with your
Stand.
console
Or this drive.
or the disk drive. And I know, and specifically, then you know why? Because they know these ponies. Who are the ones who always talking about like digital copy, physical copies? The ponies.
Yeah.
They're the ones saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, he didn't release physical. I will not get him
Facts.
because
Yeah.
I wanna live in 1994 forever." And I respect you if you
Yeah.
are a collector, but have some common sense too. And look, the fact that you like to go to collect stuff doesn't mean that you have to overpay for them.
Yeah.
Like it's not even fair. It's not even fair to the consumer. And for all the Sony PlayStation fanboys to come over here and try to use this as a flex, as a, like, you
Yeah.
Xbox are too broke. Like when there's Sony PlayStation fanboys out there copying for this shit, and they don't even have a PS5. They don't even have it. They
Yo,
Yeah,
have
let's keep it
here.
all the way 100 though. Let's
Yeah.
keep it all the way 100. The only reason with the obsession with the physical copies is because these ponies want to keep holding on to ship figures. They know they
yeah,
can't out
Oh,
digital iOS. They know they can't out digital Microsoft on any level, and they know they
yeah,
can't out digital Steam. So they're trying to hold on to them physical sales because shipped is what really that's the smoke and mirrors that Sony really leans on when it comes
yeah,
to PlayStation.
yeah. Facts,
oh my
facts, man.
God. So yeah, man, I think the Sony PlayStation is a scandal. The PlayStation 5 Pro, and the fact that they show this thing without no games. What do you think about that, man?
No, I mean something is up. Is up. No, okay. Let me see if I could let me see if it is I could throw them a bone. Maybe they have a showcase that they would reveal some games. No, I do believe, right, that Kojima is making the Death Stranding 2. It will have some exclusive features for the PlayStation 5 Pro because not too long ago he would have teased via tweet he had a console under a towel or under a piece of cloth and he was showing that he was playing the Stranding 2. So I believe that the Stranding 2 would be, heavily promoted with the PlayStation 5 Pro. But
Yeah,
outside of that, I don't see any first party games that Sony has. I really think Jim Ryan did Sony the service to make the shift to games as a service. I think that threw them off their game. And most of the first party games that they accustomed having, they kind of pull back on that and were focusing on the gas games, and that is what have them in a position where they cannot have any trailers for these games yet because they had to when that new boss came in he
that's
had
right.
to go back and say, here what? We can't go all in for gas. What Jim Ryan did was crazy. That's why we got him out of here. And guess what? We need to still focus on our first party games, our first over the shoulder. These are the games that Sony fans love. And also have maybe just a few gas games in there. So that is what had them in this position.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
man, Jim Ryan really messed things up.
Yeah, yeah,
I was thinking that, bro, he also had no choice. Let's keep it real. Like
yeah.
Sony PlayStation model of making these huge cinematic productions, right? Because the
Mm-hmm.
games, that's exactly what they are. And when it goes to show, like people are not showing up to buy this stuff. And you
Yeah.
know why is that? Man, I'm gonna tell you what, bro.
So
Why is
when
that,
it's time
Demo?
to buy the games, when it's time to support the devs and do that shit, motherfuckers disappear. It's
Disappear. Yeah.
Yo, 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 Island said something interesting. Yo, Island said something interesting. That them getting into the games as a service, right, was a bad move.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
main reason why it was a bad move is because this is something they should have did 10 years ago. But what
Yeah.
was they doing 10 years ago instead of getting into games as a service, right? They were telling people, oh, you'll never be able to trade your games. Don't buy this type of game. No DRM, right? So they missed that boat. And now they're trying to
Yeah.
get on at the last minute when everybody's done. And you see that list, a demo, that list is all games as a service for the most part,
Yep.
right? And they're probably gonna be on there forever. That's their yard, right?
Yep.
So
That's where they
for
live.
Sony to think they're gonna come and play in that yard is
Yeah.
like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's too late.
You see, they were on the outside watching Sea of Thieves bringing money. They were from the outside watching Minecraft bringing money. And they wanted
Yep.
a piece of, they saw the Fortnites of the world, they saw the Overwatch of the world, and they said, how could we get this money? This every month we raking in millions of dollars, right? And they thought that they could have gone all in because why? We are Sony. We can do anything. We could fly across the world, man. We are Sony. Guess what? You guys, Jim Ryan decision to go all in and not like drip feed gradually to reach to the point where
Yeah.
something worked out good. That was their Achilles heel. They went all in too fast, too hard, and that is what made them in this position where it is they have nothing to show to believe. How? When was the last time Sony had a showcase? You telling me state of play? When was the last time they had a showcase with,
I
with,
think it
with
was
these
last
They're
year.
AAA?
dependable.
Mhm.
Yeah, with these AAA bangers. Where are these bangers again?
Oh yeah,
Come on,
they haven't had a show like that in like 4 or 5 years, man.
come on.
And look, the only one showing up in all these shows is Xbox, right? We've seen
Yeah,
Xbox in Summer Game Fest, even though Geoff Keighley he wouldn't say it. It was like a witch put a hex on him. Like if you say Xbox, you die. That's it. That's how it felt, right? And we also got the Xbox show. We got Gamescom, and we got Tokyo Game Show now in a couple of weeks, right? And Xbox is every fucking where, man.
yeah,
Let's go, man.
yeah.
And PlayStation is not. Where is
Right.
PlayStation all summer? Where
Come on.
has it been? Summer camp. PlayStation in
Yeah,
summer camp. These people out here cleaning windows. These people out here, like rearranging
yeah.
the studios or something. They're doing deep cleaning,
Building Lego. Building
like
Lego. That's what they're
building
doing.
Legos.
Come
Yeah,
on,
I don't
man.
know what the hell they've been doing, bro. Like, where
Come
are
on.
these games that we get told, by Sony PlayStation fanboys, like, oh, you need to play this game. Like, why do I need to? So that's what I think that Sony PlayStation 5 Pro is a mistake because they could have wait for it to do something like that when they
Yeah.
had the games. But now you're showing me a bunch of PlayStation 4 games dressed up as PlayStation 5 games with makeup by PlayStation 5 Pro. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
And p-
yeah,
persons not understanding that if Sony is to get away with this $700 to $800 for this console, these ponies would be
No way.
paying almost 900 to 1,000 for the PlayStation 6. Are these guys crazy? If you guys show Sony that they can get away with charging 700 to $900 for a console, you guys would pay in the future. They raise the console in Japan. They raise the controllers all over the world. They raise the vanilla PlayStation 5 all over the world, except in the US, right? But guess what? If these guys continue to do that and you guys continue to buy it, you guys are going to pay drastically for it in the future. Drastic.
hey, look, somebody
Yeah,
posted
yeah.
this on Twitter, and I kind of liked it. So he said, "Think fanboy. What is the point of purchasing a pro console that's $200 more, lacks a disk drive and very extend, all for an infinitesimal upgrade, bro?"
Facts. Fact. This is facts here.
This is
This is
facts, bro.
facts.
This
That's
is facts.
right.
Shout out to Cloak Donix for making
But they
this.
will never see that. You see, the pony dust is so thick in front of their eyes. They will never see it. Pee Wee Herman have his ponytail in these guys' eyes. They will never see this.
A funny thing, bro, that we're talking about all these islands, but we're doing God's work. We are
Yeah.
actually on their side with,
We're
like,
trying to
hey,
help them.
listen, yeah, we care. We care about you,
Come on,
ponies.
man.
We care about you. We're like, bro, don't do it, man.
L-
Chia ho. You know what I'm
Listen to
saying?
me. You when it
Yeah,
is when it is you care about somebody, you discipline them. That's what
yeah,
our parents did. We got disciplined back in the day. I don't know what generation you guys came from, but
yeah,
come
yeah,
on, I got disciplined, man. That is
yeah,
love. So we have to bring down the hammer on these ponies. We have to discipline them. They
yeah.
deserve it. We love them, man.
Yeah, bell to us with these ponies because they totally be misbehaving, and we're not coming here from a place of hate. We're not hating on a piece of plastic. That's for sure. I don't got time
Yeah,
for that. Like I
yeah,
got so much to do than spend energy and time hating on a piece of plastic. But to be fair, man, like we just out here on your side. We're just trying, because if this happens and you guys are okay with this and you celebrate it, this is where gaming is going. PlayStation did it, like Xbox probably gonna try to do it too. Some
Yeah.
way, somehow, they're gonna try to do something like slimy like this. So I mean, we gotta be on the lookout because even though we like Xbox, like we're not gonna get our tits milked like this
Well,
by anybody. I promise you. Like the minute that Game Pass becomes a bad deal, I'll be the first one here. Like, yo,
yeah,
this shit used to be good. But Pony's different. Pony's like, I'm gonna warrior this until the end, until my last
yeah,
breath.
yeah.
But you have my sword and shield.
No, no. I'll tell you something. I heard Dirt said something not too long ago about this guy who have a proven track record. As I think he would have guessed correctly when the PlayStation 5 Pro was going to be announced, and something else. This guy said that Microsoft is shooting to make their next console $600. Now, if that is true, and the PlayStation 5 Pro is 700, and let's say the Xbox, the next PlayStation, PlayStation 6 is 800. If Microsoft could make a stronger box, giving persons really advertise the box, they could bring persons to the platform. They could bring persons to the Xbox ecosystem, because it's not just the box; it's the ecosystem. The ecosystem that is
Yeah.
Xbox. That is what we're looking at, right?
Mhm. Yeah, they don't get it. Sony PlayStation fanboys just married to the box. They just
Yeah,
cannot let go. And for us, Xbox is nothing more than like it's the
it's value.
console.
It's
It's
value.
everything. It's
Yeah,
everything. Yeah. So
Xbox is value for me. I have played more games this generation than any other generation because of Game Pass, and
facts,
that's just
facts.
facts.
Yeah, I think I play more games this generation with Game Pass that I ever had throughout my whole life. To
Yeah,
be
yeah,
there's no
yeah.
discussion because the amount of games that
Correct.
I have access to that I didn't even touch or didn't even dare to touch,
Considered.
but
Yeah,
yeah, like it's crazy. I would
yeah.
never I would have never spent money or something like, I don't know,
Correct. To
say
try those games.
like Pot World. Pot World. That's a game that I would not buy without Game Pass. Like
Correct.
in 100 years, that's not even something that interests him. The art style, not none of that. But
Yeah,
look, I tried out with Game Pass, and it changed my mind. I'm like, damn,
yeah,
it's actually good. I had a
yeah.
bunch of hours with Pot World, and I enjoyed the hell out of that game. And
Me
I'm,
too.
possibly gonna go back to it with different updates and stuff to check it out. I'm gonna continue to
Yeah.
check it out because that's another thing that I believe that Sony PlayStation fanboy, they hate the game as a service in general. But in my opinion, I don't think the game as a service is bad. Not for you as a consumer
Yeah.
and not for the industry. Because if you think about it, as a consumer, you playing a free to play game, you can play it for free. You don't have to buy
Mm,
none of the stuff. Like, for the most part, most of these games are not, pay to win. They
yeah.
have some pay to win elements, whatever, but they not really pay to win. So you can play something like Apex Legends, that is a free to play game that I usually play without spending $1. You can dive in 20,000 hours and not spend $1, right?
Yep.
And
Call of
but
Duty
other
Mobile too.
games, like, so that's good too, because so not everybody has the money to go ahead. Not now, if you want to go ahead and spend all your money, that's on you. That's because you're dumb and you didn't
Yeah.
you don't have any self-control, right? Because a lot of people are gonna blame, like, oh yeah, but you're selling me the crack. No, but you smoking it. You blaming me because I'm selling it, but you are my customer. Every day you come over here around the corner and try to buy it from me. So why are you blaming me? I'm getting paid. The one that should be thinking about, like, I shouldn't be doing that, is you, because it's gonna affect you on a physical level. It might even lead you to death and disease and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it makes you. It's just so funny that some people hate in different type of games. So I feel like that's kind of weird, because I mean, we saw with games like Concord. If Concord was free to play, it would have probably survived a little longer.
Facts. Facts.
It would have survived a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people were capping for, oh, I love the fact that I had to pay $40 and all the skins are there. I love that. I can't.
Buddy.
I love it. Like, without knowing that with the battle pass, you get the same shit and it's $10 in any fucking free to play game.
Yeah.
It's $10 a battle pass, $15. I don't know. I think Call of Duty is one of the most expensive ones, right? And it's like, what, like 20 something dollars, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's even cheaper than Concord. and it's a way better game. Like I don't really get it, bro. It's crazy, and it's free too because Warzone is free to play. So the fact that they came over here with something like Concord, it goes to show, in my opinion, the Sony PlayStation is out of touch. They
Yeah,
don't know what to do, and everything that they're doing seems to be getting worse. They
yeah,
making it's like they robbing the wound. They putting the fingers in deep inside the wound. It's like they keep
yeah.
going and keep going. But
That's
Sony Play,
arrogance, you know. That's arrogance.
yeah, and the
Yeah,
and the, and the Sony PlayStation fanboy still will say, we okay. Like everything is blowing up, you see, like, and they okay. They missing two kidneys, and we okay. I can't pee, but I'm okay. What I'm saying?
Yo,
yeah.
and it's like, why didn't
Yeah.
they put Concord on the service and then like put like Sony themed skins in there? Like mascot skins, God of War skins,
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Like to change the way the characters look. To give it like some kind of value or flavor to the shit.
Yeah.
But what makes Concord even worse, right? They saw the numbers with the battle pass. They saw when they had that test run, right, of Concord. Didn't they see how many persons were interested in this game? Didn't they see the feedback? What persons were commenting about it? If they weren't arrogant and if they were a little humble, they would have seen that and they would have said, "Here, what? You know what? This might be a bad idea. Before we bring the servers online, before we even invest any more money into this, let's take it, rework it. I know some persons will be disappointed. 12 persons would have been disappointed. 12,
12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
And the
You
12
go
work
back.
over there.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
If it is you have to make these 12 persons disappointed, go back into the cooker, cook this game right, and then send it out with more interesting characters, better gameplay, better maps, better modes for your customers. But no, it's because we think we are Sony, we can get away with anything. Well, guess what? Right now, instead of buying coal for these persons for the holidays, they'll be getting Concord. This game is so bad. It's replacing coals with a Concord. Come on.
Yeah, that, and like you say, Island is the
Come on.
arrogance. It's like the fact that even the devs got into it with some fans and call them like talentless and
Yeah.
all of that. So, bro, that's wild to me because like you gotta take criticism, especially when it comes in such a big wave, right? How people make it seem like we're not okay with this, and you still continue. Like people are telling you, do not sing that song. And you are like, yeah, this is the perfect song right now for the party. Everybody falling asleep.
Correct.
Everybody falling asleep. They don't know how to read the room.
Buddy.
Like I'm saying, they're
Yeah.
out of touch. They're out of
Yeah.
touch. So yeah, I wanted to. It's funny because I wanted to show you something, guys.
Yeah. Show me.
Real quick. So let me go ahead. This was funny to me because it's totally random, but it's gonna make sense in a second.
Yeah.
So here it is. One of the whatchamacallits in the tournament, right?
Esports.
Yeah, he had to
Esports.
switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, esports. He had to switch the PC. I don't know. I don't know. I think they playing Valorant or something, and he
Yeah.
had to switch the PC, right? To
Right.
because he had a graphic card that was inferior to what
Right.
everybody had in their setups, and it's a competitive game, right? So everybody
Yeah.
had to be playing on the same level, right?
Right.
So that's not the problem. Everybody was like, "Oh, people at the event should be investigated because it's like sabotage or something. It might affect his gameplay, etc." But we got this one pony here that I thought it was funny. I just seen this literally just now, and look what it says. Shout out to T Dog, or Mr. Pony, whatever. They say this would never happen on my PS4 consoles over PC.
Come
Bro,
on, man.
the
Come on.
guy was playing on a
Come on.
7900 XT NVIDIA, like AMD
Yeah.
cards. That's like the one that's similar to the 4090. So,
Yeah.
to put things into perspective, how crazy can Sony PlayStation fanboys be?
They're delusional. They think Mark Cerny. They
Now,
think
yeah,
Mark Cerny.
Hold on. He has a PS4.
Yeah.
Bro, the nerve, bro. You had to be on something.
Exactly. Crazy. They think Mark Cerny is in some workshop having some kind of secret sauce in these PlayStation consoles that here what? but it just needs to be unlocked. The real and true power of the PlayStation 4 is going to be unlocked in 2024. These guys are nuts.
He said
No, nah, he ain't
sickness.
lying. He ain't lying, yo, for real. Because even like 20 years ago on the Duke, when Microsoft had their first meeting about, all right, we're about to make a console, the very first thing they did was, all right, let's see if we could demystify the PlayStation so that we can see like what they're actually doing versus what they're saying that they're doing. So they've
Yeah.
been doing. Microsoft's known that they've been doing this for years, and it's not going to go away.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
Oh my god, man.
But the
Man,
only advantage
yeah.
Microsoft has this time around is that if Sony wants Call of Duty on their platform, they will need to send the specs of all their consoles to Microsoft. Microsoft has
Oh
all the
shit!
specs to PlayStation next platform,
Oh
guaranteed.
man,
No,
they are
man. That
never going to be the most powerful console again. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I don't know about that, man. Look, like when it comes to like gaming, like at the end of the day, the system could be powerful or not, but like at the end of the day, the games is what really matters. And
that's
also,
right.
like, as a consumer,
Yeah.
you want to save money in the process. You just don't want to like, overpay for stuff. It's like you got 2 gallons of milk. One is from they both come from the same cow, but just because one has a different name is more expensive. It just weird, right? Like it's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, no, 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 you're speaking facts because I'll tell you something. It's all about the games, right? And the
Yep.
Nintendo Switch proved it. The
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch is but a fraction of the power of any one of the Xbox Series X up, and that thing is killing it all over the world. And guess what? Nintendo has chosen the best way to see. If you notice in this whole video game layoff 2023, 2024, all these layoffs, do you see how little Nintendo was affected?
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
But look, bro, more delusion here in my chat here. Like we don't even have to go look for it on Twitter. Shout out to Roberto Marx. He says games made for the PS5 Pro can't work on Series S. More games will kill Xbox.
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh my god,
That's a
bro. We
What
see,
brilliant, man.
games?
yeah. We see that all, bro.
What games? I don't understand. What games are
I don't
skipping
know.
Xbox?
Like, look,
Wukong's
Carlos.
coming to Xbox.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Every
Marvel versus
narrative they had,
Capcom.
every narrative they had when it comes to games skipping Xbox, they lost because they said something with the is it the Marvel versus Capcom game, and that ended up coming
Yep.
right.
Right, that comment, yeah.
Yeah,
They
all
had a
being
game.
bullshit.
There was another game that was skipping Xbox, and I can't remember the name right
I
now. Off
think
my
it was
head.
Inotria. I think was
Yes,
it
in
Inotria?
Notria,
Yeah.
right? And they
And
said,
look,
"Here, what?
and
Go ahead.
police were capping for Inotria too, bro. Like,
Yeah,
what the hell
yeah,
was this game no one cared about? It's the same
correct,
thing that happened with Black Myth Wukong. No one cared
correct.
at the beginning. It was only because, like, the minute that this game became like a PlayStation thing, oh my
Yeah,
god, the best game ever. Because it's not
yeah.
coming on Xbox. That's
This is the
exactly,
sickness I
yeah,
can't take.
that's the reaction
Demo
we've
flow.
seen online. Yep.
I cannot handle that sickness. That sickness needs to stop,
Yeah, it
right?
needs to stop. Yep.
Because guess what? All of a sudden, the developers of that, is it what, Inutrium or whatever? All of a sudden, when the developers say, "Here, what, guys, the games are coming to Xbox," no one is talking about it now. No one who's talking about that game right now.
That's right.
They said they rectified the problem with Microsoft, and the game is coming on the Xbox, and all of a sudden, everyone is quiet now. No one is saying anything. This is the hypocrisy of the PlayStation community.
Mm-hmm. Look
It's
at
too much
this.
focus on console sales.
Yeah,
Roberto Mars, Monk's Xbox gamers game on Series S. In who cares?
yeah,
People play on the Series S, and a lot of people who have a Series X, they also have a
That's
Series
right.
S because they keep it around with them. Oh, they put it here, they put it there, take it on trips. Like, come
Yo,
on, bro.
some of the most famous pro wrestlers in the world are on an Xbox Series S right now.
yeah. Because of the small form factor, they can travel with it easier,
That's
and
right.
they can still get, to play all the games that they want to play.
Yeah, and look, when you're playing games like that, that you aren't, you're not even around in your house, and you're trying to play games. You're not really looking at the counting pixels. You're not really doing all that. You just wanna, like, a lot of people, like, dead ass don't care about this shit. A lot of people don't care, man.
That's
And
right.
look, that's the focus. Look, Island, but it's not only the Sony PlayStation fanboys focusing on console sales. We got
Yeah,
Xbox fanboys too focusing on console sales. They're so interested on Xbox selling all these consoles because they want to beat PlayStation and have some, uh, you know,
bragging
uh,
rights, bragging
yeah,
rights.
yeah, console war ammunition so that I can, like, you know what I mean, make fun of Sony PlayStation fanboys. So I feel like this is like a cycle, right, of sickness that
Yeah,
that people are into. They look, if you like
but
Xbox, you just
mhm,
like it because you like it. You don't have to
correct.
compete in sales. Like, no one cares, man. Seriously.
But you see, you see, some persons are not informed because the way of thinking uh, in 1995 is different from 2024, right? Because Sony themselves said that they are not focusing on console sales. That's not my word. I could send you the article. They said that their focus will not be solely like in the past on console sales. In order to judge the success now of a platform, you have to incorporate games as a service. You have to incorporate their services. So it's not just how the box sell. You can also succeed. I mean, your box could sell mid, but you could exceed in services in a grand way and
That's
still
right.
be able to function in the gaming industry. And they just cannot understand it because they are dinosaurs and their mind is stuck in the 90s, stuck in the 80s, like if it was Nintendo and Sega again.
Yeah. Wow, man, you nailed it. Yeah, they really think that this is Sega versus Nintendo, and this is
Yeah,
1992 or something.
yeah,
It's so
Nah,
crazy,
Microsoft's
man.
in the future right now, man.
Yeah.
Microsoft is Microsoft worked towards being on pretty much any platform because they saw that the gaming industry was bigger than the consoles a long time ago. So you see that they have really strong services, especially
yeah,
globally. You know, shout out to Will Osprey, motherfucker. These dudes be traveling like all over the world with their Xboxes and playing them shits on the go. They have customers with like crazy deep pockets. They can more than make up for any of the fucking nonsense
yeah,
that ponies say right now, and anything
yeah.
that Sony can do to compete with that shit.
Facts, madness. Facts. And I'll tell you something, right? When that hits, just now it will come to the realization to most hardcore ponies that the Sony that they knew has changed. It didn't. It has not hit them as yet, but they have to
Yeah,
realize that Sony has changed.
that's
Never
right.
in a million years I would have believed that a Sony published game would have gone to Nintendo. That would have never crossed my mind. It would have never crossed my mind that Sony would have put a game on PC day and date. But they did it. The Sony that persons knew from the 80s and the 90s has changed, right? They think it's
Yeah,
only Xbox. They think it's only Xbox. They try to convince themselves that it's just the same old Sony doing what Sony does. But it's very clear that Sony has told these ponies that they are not enough. They are not buying enough games. They are not supporting these services. So they had to turn to PC gamers. They had to turn to Nintendo gamers. So when would they get the slap of their life to understand that Sony has changed? We'll have to wait and see which game will do it. But I guarantee you this, it will happen. Sony fans will get the slap of their life. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that I am here to see it.
Yeah. And
yo,
look,
facts.
that's the next meltdown that's coming, right?
Oh, buddy.
Because if you thought that Team Dog situation was crazy, well, till you see how the Sony PlayStation fanboys are gonna act. This is gonna be like probably one of the biggest things that ever happened in gaming history when the Sony PlayStation fanboy realization that Sony's in trouble and they have to, like, do what they have to do to survive out here, just like everybody else, man. Everybody else. So talking about like Sony PlayStation struggle, this brings me to my next topic, yo.
What's that?
And look, Xbox have the games that matter. So, and that's the reality, dude. If you think about it, Xbox got all the games that matter, and they are really popular in the world right now.
Facts, facts.
That are pushing the limits and moving the needle, like Call
Yeah,
of Duty, Minecraft,
yeah,
constantly in that top 10. You know, not to
yeah,
mention games like Overwatch, Diablo,
yeah,
right? So this is like
And
all
Fortnite came from
Microsoft.
idea Xbox.
Yep. All these Microsoft property right now. Fallout, Skyrim. We're
Yeah.
talking about behemoths
yeah,
of freaking IPs. And yeah, we got Sony PlayStation, Hiroki Totoki or whatever saying they lack IP.
yeah,
They
yeah.
have like he came out the other day. I
That's
don't
right.
know. I seen it. He said, we lack IP. Like we haven't really been pushing this IP. So basically, they've been leaning on third-party developers, like Activision and Square Enix, right? To move their gaming. So I mean, this is what happens. And look, Xbox seen it coming, and they were like, the world content is coming, so we need to arm ourselves. So what they do, Bethesda, you come over here, first pick. Activision, you coming over here. Who else is coming to the team? I don't know. But when I see Sony PlayStation, Xbox fanboys flipping to PlayStation, and even there's some PC dude out there, supposedly a PC dude out there, that is being flipping to PlayStation and talking about how PlayStation is a better option than the console and all of this. All of this is going. I'm not gonna show in the channel, but I'm pretty sure that Island Gaming with Jay know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And they switching. Imagine you just got Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi into your Steam. And,
Yeah.
and that's the year, that's the season you decide to
To
switch
leave.
teams.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's
Crazy.
crazy. You got the MVPs, and now is when you're gonna switch. Not to
And
mention, like, I don't know, bro. What do you think?
yeah, and to think that they don't understand. You see, we as gamers should not care what these companies do, to be quite honest. If we are getting value from it, that's all we should care about. And let's be honest, the value is there. The main fact that Microsoft decided to put Game Pass on their platform, and we are getting all these AAA games on the platform at this cost. So you could get to play Call of Duty, you could get to play Diablo, you could get to play all these games, while PlayStation gamers have to pay for it. That is a flex. They don't understand that. In addition to that, the games that are currently coming to Xbox has the streets talking. No one
That's
is
right.
talking about Concord in a positive light. Everyone was talking about Indiana Jones not too long ago. Everyone after Avowed was revealed was saying, "Wow, it really does look like a prettier Skyrim." Xbox games is what has the streets hopping and jumping. Right now, everyone is dead. They are asleep at the wheel on the PlayStation side. They don't know if the cap for third party games or if the cap for Concord. This is what they're not understanding. That is why right now they are port begging for these games. They are hoping and begging that Phil Spencer come and said, okay, this Xbox games we'll give you guys, we'll show this bone to you guys. You understand what I'm saying? But right now
That's
it's
right.
very clear that the games that every gamer wants right now is on the Xbox platform. Stalker 2. Everyone saw Stalker 2 and they were amazed by it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Everyone, come on. Let's
So
make it make
I,
sense.
So I
I
had
think
to
that
like
PlayStation's
ban
distracted.
somebody. I had to like freaking like get him out of here for a little bit. I put him on timeout. Didn't ban him all the way, but they were super toxic. Because some of the ponies they come over here, look, and sometimes they got an opinion. But here's the thing with Sony PlayStation fanboys: you cannot have a discussion with them without them resorting to calling you a loser, to calling you a broke ass. Like it's
Yeah.
just like super toxic with them. And so yeah, shout out to everybody at chat letting me know, because I've been so in the conversation that I've been missing what's going on with chat, but they
Yeah,
literally went to war
you
down
need to
there.
get a mod. You need to get some mods. Have some mods there and tell the mods don't ban them. time them out, show them
Yeah.
discipline. If they don't have
Yeah.
discipline, get them out of there.
Yeah, the Sony PlayStation fanboys need to learn about cause and effect because I'm the one of the few channels that let you hang out here. So they just
Correct.
don't make this about yourself. You want to hang out and say here and
Yeah.
there that Xbox is stock shit. That's funny because at the end of the day, that's part of the conversation too. But they're just like spam that chat with that because what you're doing is that you disrupting the conversation that others may have, and your occasional comment doesn't bother. But when it becomes like what I mean, like a sore eye, like something that's all there, like all the time bothering you, then I have to
This
like
is not Twitter.
put
It's
belt
not.
to
Yeah,
ass,
we
put
trying to
belt
have
to
an
ass.
actual conversation
Yeah.
with y'all.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
have a conversation, but when things get out of hand, you give them a smack on the butt and you time them out. Go to the corner there, you pony, and stay quiet for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And then you'll
yeah.
come back into the conversation.
Then you go back. Yeah, but yo, man, and look, the fact is, man, that we got the games that matter, and look,
Yeah,
it's not just Xbox. These games are also accessible everywhere. It's
yeah.
like what people don't get, like when a games uh goes to another platform and it comes from Xbox, it's such a big deal. But the game is always been available. We got
Yeah.
ponies over here, PlayStation fanboys that know that you can play Xbox game with the Fire Stick. So
Yeah.
why don't you go ahead and do it? Because I'm pretty sure that's how they do it. And those are some of the screenshots that you see. Oh, this Xbox game is trash because you're playing in the Fire Stick. You
Yeah.
are not getting the full experience. Okay, that's fine too because you got to play. But don't come over here acting as if you deserve better performance when you're playing from the cloud, man. Like,
Facts.
keep
Facts.
it real,
Yeah,
man.
The
Keep
the
it
fire
real.
and
stick.
and I think it's like,
Go ahead,
yeah,
Madness. Yeah, go ahead, Madness. Go ahead.
yeah. My bad, Jay.
No,
But
no,
it's
go
like
ahead. You go.
you said earlier. It's like you said earlier. Like you said, this ain't the same PlayStation. You remember that every time Sony would launch a new jump off, it would always have Killzone at launch.
Yeah.
Like that was like
Yeah.
their, this is how we're gonna showcase the power of the console type of game. And
Yeah.
Sony, they're not the same anymore. So it's like they're not doing that type of shit.
That's
There's no
Gorilla.
Killzones. There's no Warhawks.
Yeah, that's
There's no
Gorilla Games.
what is it yeah, like
Yeah.
there's none of the shit that really showcases PlayStation. It's like Hiroki said, like we got nothing, we got no IPs. Like they stopped, they gave up on everything. They're inconsistent.
You know what? No, I think Sony has enough IPs. I think because of this new generation. Remember, to make a game now takes longer. Back in the day,
Yeah, that's
when you
right.
didn't have all these 4K textures, you were just rocking standard 480i and so forth. Games did not take as long to make. But because you have these 4K textures, games are taking 5-6 years to make. So these games are still cooking. Some of them, the raw footage right now is not suitable to show the public because of backlash. So because they don't have games that have a fast turnover, they have nothing to show. They have these games cooking. No, I am positive Sony has at least 3 or 4 games cooking. High res, high textures, the whole shebang. But because it's too early, they cannot show it. And that's the issue that Sony is coming into. They don't have as much studios as Microsoft, because right now Microsoft is in the prime position that all these studios that was cooking for all these years, they could have at least 2 or 3 bangers every year for their consumers, right?
Yeah.
So that's the issue they're having right now.
So now that you mentioned this, it makes me wonder now because I'm listening to you, and then you're saying that Sony PlayStation changed, but at the same time, I feel like Xbox is being proactive and they being evolving themselves to
Yeah,
the point that
yeah,
now we're looking at them when comparing them both, and then you realize like, damn, Xbox when it comes to games have totally surpassed Sony PlayStation in the amount of games that they got coming releasing
facts,
first
facts.
party, and that's a
Yeah.
fact. But now
Yeah.
we have people saying that first party games don't matter anymore, right?
What?
Colin Moriarty said
Come
that.
Oh
on,
my
man.
god.
You
Come on,
already
come on,
know.
man.
Yeah,
They
that's
Come
make
on.
funny.
the whole war about
No, it
first
doesn't
party
matter.
games,
All
and
right,
now it
Colin.
doesn't matter because
Get out of here
of
with that,
course,
man.
Sony PlayStation doesn't have them. So it only matters when Sony PlayStation
Yeah,
have it.
yeah,
So they gone as far to saying that's what I wanted to talk about the PlayStation tax too. But as I'm having the conversation, I'm still looking at Twitter, and finding my bookmarks and all that. And
yeah,
now I can show you this one, bro. Check it out.
yeah. Show me it, man.
Man, goddamn, bro,
Show
what
me
is
these
going
ponies, man.
on?
Show me these coons here,
Okay,
man.
so shout
Let me
out to
see.
Icon Era. I don't know, they kind of crazy over there. They were the ones who quoted Japan hates Xbox as the notable insider.
Yeah.
And look at the
Yeah.
article because I'm not sure if they are the magazine or just like a subreddit group or something. But
Yeah.
well,
That listen to
Icon.
me. The icon era is literally a pony ban. This is a
Oh,
big ban where ponies congregate to soothe their wounds. No, literally everything that comes out of icon era is pony related. I can't believe people could take this side seriously.
holy shit. Well, anyways, they say the PS5 Pro hate. Microsoft is tossing money into their campaign to cast doubt, says
What?
Heisenberg FX4, probably one of your pony friends. But this is wild. This is wild. Then we go
This
into the
is a
comments.
sickness. This is a sickness. What are we talking about, man?
Everybody, look at it. The PC Master Race is cooking PlayStation fans, and of course,
Yo,
Microsoft has something to do with it.
send this to me. Send this. I have to make a video of this. This is crazy, man.
Bro, send it to you, bro. So, bro, I don't know if Microsoft really had to like spend money doing this because in the trailer, right, they show in the presentation they like to dislike ratio was there
It's
from the
crazy.
get-go. I'm pretty sure
Crazy.
Microsoft didn't pay for that. I'm pretty
Cra-
sure Microsoft didn't pay for that. But anyway, that's wild, bro. I was gonna send it to you right there, but then I
yeah,
realized I
man.
was live. Yeah, what the
Yeah, that is wild. So these guys are sitting down seeing the dislike ratio on these videos, and they are saying that Microsoft is paying what they are paying Xbox fans to download the video or something. Microsoft have a better ways to if Microsoft really wanted to get Sony out of here, Microsoft just needed to take away Call of Duty, take away all the multiplayer games that keep Sony alive, and that's it. They're out of there. But
yeah.
it's very clear that Microsoft wants the money from you ponies. So guess what? When you ponies pay, we all win. So continue spending. This is what we are talking about. We
That's
want you
right.
guys to enjoy the games that we have. So you pay your full $70 while we'll be eating it day one on Game Pass.
Facts. And look, this is what happened.
You
And this
hoes
is
get
like
on them corners, man.
this is what we can take you Sony PlayStation fanboys seriously. Look, on Lich, shout out to on Lich. He's a crazy pony boy, whatever. He said Astro Ball has absolutely decimated Crash, both
What?
in sales and, and critical reception. Truly a new mascot for PlayStation. Fire,
Lord,
fire, fire
Father.
emoji.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey.
That's delusional as fuck, yo.
When you're a clown, nobody takes you seriously.
Yeah, with the clown. With the
Good
clown,
Lord.
the clown, pow, to the
That is
clown,
madness. Wow. These guys were even saying Astroboy was better than than Mario.
Yeah,
And they were
one
saying
of
that.
them. Yeah, somebody was saying
Good
that. It was
Lord.
according to me. And look, that's how
Good
that's how
Lord.
you make sure that nobody can make fun of you saying like according to me, I think this is better. You don't really want to give your opinion as if you like really think you are the shit, right? You want to
Correct.
include
Yeah.
people in your bullshit.
Like,
Correct.
yeah, like I don't give a fuck how IGN feels like what the best game is. Like when you talk about Crash Bandicoot, that's a generational hit. Mario
Yeah.
is a generational hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Astrobot just came out.
Yeah.
It's the disrespect, man.
But
Yeah.
let's be honest. If you all saw the comparisons with Astrobot, Astrobot really were persons would say it's inspired. I will say they stole the number of things Astrobot stole from Nintendo franchises. We're talking about Kirby. We're talking about Star Fox. We're talking about Mario.
That's
They
right.
basically saw these games. They were heavily inspired by it, and they were fans of these games. And they saw what was a hit on those games for years, decades. I mean, Nintendo gamers will tell you that all of the things that these guys are now experiencing on Astrobot, they have been playing it for years. But now, all of a sudden, it's the best platformer ever made. Wow, they are geniuses there in Asobo. Let's be real. Nintendo have been doing this thing since you guys were drinking milk from a bottle.
That's
Yo,
right.
and look,
That's right. You
one
got
of one of the
space.
funniest thing too, bro, is like I don't know if you hear about that article that is of course under a paywall, so I don't have any access. But you
Right,
heard about the article of the PlayStation co-CEO, Hideki Nichino, right? The other one, right?
right.
um that said that they didn't raise the price of the PlayStation 5 Pro, that they just changed it. So they didn't raise the price, they changed it. And that's some
So,
funny shit.
so
That's like when
let
Akira
me understand
Toriyama
this.
said that Vegeta's hair wasn't
Yeah.
shorter in GT; it was just more proportionate. Yeah, it's shorter, dude.
Look, I'm gonna show it to you right here now, bro.
Lord, Father,
Look.
hey.
So, when asked about the price increase for the PS5 in Japan, Ensai's Nishino commented, I see it as a price change rather than a price increase. As
What's
he
the
has
difference?
done in past media interviews, it's very sad to see him playing with words and not taking it head
This
on.
is semantics. That is semantics. That is the
Yep.
definition of semantics. What he
Facts.
means, I'm trying to understand what it is he meant by they change it and not increase it. Is this man smoking crack? I'm
Yo.
trying to understand what's going on.
Holy
Yo,
crap,
Oh
bro.
man.
Yeah. But you know what it is? It's Sony PlayStation.
Joy in every nation. PlayStation. To all
Yo, did the mask not change in that movie? Did the mask not
oh
change?
Lord,
I don't know, bro.
Is a change not the same thing as a switch? Like like
it's crazy.
they don't get it.
It's the mental
So
gymnastics, bro, that they do. And these ponies, you know what? Yeah, he's right though. He changed. He didn't. They didn't raise. He's right though. He changed it, bro. What the hell,
wow.
bro? Yeah, the
No, but you
evolution is
see,
crazy.
a lot of guys, you guys have to realize that we I know we made a lot of fun off of Concord, but Concord really did affect Sony, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
To produce the games as a service, it's not cheap. You have to pay for the servers, you have to pay for licensing, you have to pay for a lot of stuff, right?
Mm,
The mere fact that this thing flopped so hard, this thing didn't just flop, this flip flop, right?
yeah,
And
sir.
Yeah, that's right.
guess what? Sony is going to make back that money some way. They raise the controller, they raised the price of the PlayStation 5 in Japan,
Yeah.
and they came out with a bomb that is $700 for this PlayStation Pro. If you ponies feel that you won't pay for Concord, somebody's going to pay for that. And it ain't gonna be the Xbox fans. Somebody will pay for that. I tell you that.
Somebody without a girlfriend somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Uh,
Come on, man.
bro.
Come on.
Hey,
Come
they,
on.
look. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is the reality of a Sony PlayStation fanboy, and without offending him, bro. This is unacceptable, and this is what we're trying to do when we have this podcast and this conversation. We're trying to inform the people that you always got another choice and another way of doing things, so that you can save some money, do something else with it, even buying more games, right? Because at the end of the day, if I save some money in my gaming,
Yeah.
it's gonna go back into gaming. Or
Yeah.
I don't have to buy a new game because it's coming on Game Pass. I have $70 to my disposal. My controller fell down, it broke. I got me a controller. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So you can use your money for your gaming too. It doesn't have it doesn't mean that you broke and you have to use it to pay your bills. But you're making it seem like you're stunning on us here, and what you're doing is that you're looking really, really, really dumb. That's how you're looking for. And then some pony said it. You should have been saving money to buy this console. What do you think about
Yeah.
that statement? You should be, as a consumer, saving money because you knew Sony was gonna try to milk your poops.
Come on. Come on. What craziness is that? Oh Lord. Sometimes I get tired, yes. But listen
Yep.
to me. I have enough energy drinks here. I'm never gonna get tired of whipping these ponies. Right? I'm never going to get tired of it. But
Yeah.
here it is, guys. I'm seeing the time. I'm seeing the time is 4:40. I have to go and do
Yeah.
some stuff.
Yeah, that's fine,
Listen to
man.
me.
Awesome.
Demo Flow, it was a pleasure. You guys have vibes. I always look at your editing. I take some points from it. It's very good editing. I don't know if you went to editing school or what, but you do some good work there, man. Madness. I like your vibes. Keep it up, guys. And let me know. I'll follow you on Twitter. You have a Twitter account or
Thank you,
Yeah,
YouTube
of
yo.
course.
Madness? I'll see if I can follow you guys. Well, follow Madness. I'm already following Demo Flow. It was a pleasure. Sorry, I had to run
Appreciate you, man.
abruptly, but we will do it again. It was
Hell
fun,
yeah.
right?
Hell yeah, man.
Come on,
Anytime,
man.
Hell yeah.
anytime you
Come
want to
on.
come through, just
Thank
hit
you,
me up
yo.
on
Yeah, man.
Twitter.
Come
Likewise,
on.
you want to invite me to the show? Same thing,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You know,
No
bro,
problem
let
at
me
all.
know.
No
We'll be
problem.
there, bro.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to Island Gaming
Thank
with
you, man. Thank
Dave
you.
for
Thank you.
coming to the
Thank you.
show.
Yes.
Superstar out
Take
here,
it easy,
bro. Appreciate
guys.
it.
I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
I'll see you in the next one, man. Take it easy. Yo, shout out to Island Gaming with Jay. Cool as hell, man.
Hell
Cool
yeah, yo.
dude.
It's great to have him around.
Yeah. Just glad that we had him here in the show. But yeah, we gotta continue. I think, I mean, we got like maybe like 20 more minutes of show and that's it. So I think that was pretty good. We got bro. I wanted him to be here, but obviously he was running. We just sort of got stuck in some, you know what I mean? So some pony PlayStation slander, right? So well, when it comes to a conversation of PS Plus versus Game Pass, we all know where we are right now. We know that Game Pass gives you day one games, without having to spend any extra money. While PS Plus, man, they just they don't even allow you to play. I mean, you have to pay PS Plus to get access to all PlayStation games, and it's just like it's not there on the same level as Xbox. In my opinion, Game Pass is like 10 miles ahead. I don't know how you feel about this, Archangel. Do you think that?
Yo, I feel like
um,
I feel like in this space, in every space that we're talking about, I don't feel like Sony really has anything to compete. Game Pass is just too damn good. And it's good for so many different people. It's good for console players. It's good for PC players. It's fucking good for people that don't even have any of those things and they just gonna be playing on the screen. Like it's good for everybody. How do you compete with that? They don't got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. They don't got it like that, man. They don't got it. And
They don't.
looking at the games that we got on Game Pass, bro, like lately it's being like super good, dog. Super good. We just got Riders Republic this week, and that's a dope game. I don't know if you ever tried. Had you tried Riders Republic?
Now I'm about to get into Star Wars Outlaws though. I'm about to subscribe to that
Oh yeah, I
Ubisoft.
heard great things about that game. Especially by my boy Next Gen Nero. Go watch his review from ADADS podcast. Go watch his review of the game. He really enjoyed that game. He's been talking, wonders about the game. He's like, oh man, this actually pretty good. But as usual, the media keep on fucking everything up, which is why I've been going back to playing some games. Uh, I thought the media destroyed for particularly no freaking reason. So I've been playing Saints Row, the reboot 2021, and I've been having a great time with it, man. I've been doing some crazy shit online. So I thought I told you guys. Hold on. God damn, bro. What is my so freaking hard sometimes? Freaking Twitter. But yeah, I was doing some sharing there. I was having a great time. And bro, I thought I was having a fun playing this game, bro. But I felt like the media really killed this game ahead of time. And I was I posted this on Twitter and I thought it was fun as hell. So basically with an RPG in my underwear, riding in a car, blowing things up, Then the takedowns are crazy. Here I am, and look at this takedown, bro. The animations, it's just like boom, it's so freaking over the top.
Ow.
The combat, it's just like a lot of fun. So going back to playing this game that I got for free on the Epic Store. Look, there is this dude in the portal potty, and I'm dragging his body around, right? And he's inside the portal potty, all full of shit and whatnot. And then you can just like a freaking fly in your, wingsuit and all that. So I felt like this game was really like really hated. So I was like, I don't know, maybe the start of a new segment in which we're gonna take a look at some games that people hated for no freaking reason. So maybe we can do that in the future. So yeah, Archangel, that's what I've been playing. I've been playing, Saints Row. I also got me Agents of Mayhem by the same studio, so that's pretty good. So yeah, man, a lot of fun. I've been playing a lot of games. And I got one list topic, and we're gonna go with this one really good. And my question is to you, Archangel and Cha: should Ashura
Man,
win game of the year?
nah, no, hell
Oh,
no.
they
It's a
back,
great,
they back.
it's a good game, but game of the year, nah, no way.
Well, I don't know, man. But based, I mean, I'm saying because obviously I haven't played, right? And obviously you didn't play, but based on the way people talk about this game, uh, should we like maybe talk about game of the year? It's about that time. Do you really think like is there any other game that you think is gonna make it into this before, right, before they accept it to be eligible? Do you really think there's any other games besides what we already have, which is should be I think Dragon's Dogma in the conversation, right? I think Black Myth Wukong falls in the conversation based on hype. I think Helldivers Power World should be in the conversation too, right? What other game you think that should be in there? Based on what you played this year, what you've seen.
All right, I'm gonna keep it all the way, right? After all the updates that they've gotten, I think that Cyberpunk and Starfield should be put back into the conversation because I played Starfield vanilla from day one all the way up until now without no mods or nothing, just straight up. And I did it over xCloud and I did it on a weak platform just to make sure that I wasn't fucking crazy and this shit wasn't running the way it was. That shit ran. It went from like just a few months they fixed that shit and had it running smooth as fuck, and then it went up to smooth as butter, and then they fucking added the 60 FPS to that shit. Man, look, that game made up for everything it did. It's about to come out with a new DLC, and we saw that Ponies brought up DLC as being allowed into the conversation. So I feel like
Yeah.
Starfield and Cyberpunk deserve to be thrown back in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not with it because I don't feel like updates should be considered like this is the game of the year. Like that game came out like years ago, for example. So I mean, I'm not particularly fond of having that. I mean, like DLC be like there's already a category for that, right? Like best ongoing game, best DLC, right? I think that's a category. So I don't think it's fair for
Yeah,
the other games to like hack games like that came out in 2015 being put like right next to them, right? Especially after all these games had so much time to be worked on, like such is the case of Cyberpunk, right? We cannot tell right here that Cyberpunk is the same game that it is when it released. So yeah, I agree with you. Starfield um new DLC looks incredible. And if it was like to be put as a game on its own, I think it could be there. But if you think about it, like the world is already made in Starfield, all the mechanics are there. So all they add right now is this DLC as a story that you can do in a more linear way. I will hope, right? Isn't that like a one storyline or something? That's what you get, right? With it, I'm not really sure what it is. I'm looking forward to it. But for what I heard, is like a story that is revolves around horror. You say like something like Alien or something like that. I don't know. Maybe.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's
So,
supposed to be like their Far Harbor and shit.
mm, okay. So a lot of people are saying that it has like Prey vibes. something like that. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect. All I'm doing is, all I know is that I'm super ready for Starfield. Astro Boy could be game of the year based on what we've seen and all the discourse around uh the talk around the game. Because I mean, let's keep it real. The media is pushing for this game to be to be a shit. Like we saw Geoff Keighley, like he's still like on the Game of Award freaking account continues to post about Astrobot from the Game of the Year account. So that for me
That's
goes to
right.
show that he's very interested into pushing this game to become Game of the Year. And I'm gonna show you. I got the tweet here that he was like trying to push it today. Game. Hold on, let me look at my bookmarks. Got the.
I feel like the media is not gonna let an Xbox game ever win Game of the Year. I feel like when Sony comes out with some joint, they've already chosen, and they have no idea what the wider market actually likes.
Uh, I'm looking for a Game of the Year. Bro, I some of my bookmarks don't freaking save, bro. All right. Okay, it's right here,
Sony's be
bro.
capping for games that most people don't even play, yo.
Yeah, for real.
Even their own games.
In their
Damn,
own
y'all
games,
own games. You be capping for games y'all don't even play.
bro. I think this Geoff Keighley deleted that shit. Oh, look at it. 19 hours ago. Hey, it is. I found it. So I'm just gonna show it right here, so you guys know.
Yo, watch them put Concord as game of the year.
Somebody put Concord. So yeah, look, how many bots have you rescued in Astro Boy? He continues to push, right? And it was like then yesterday. He continues to push the same narrative, right? The same thing over and over. Um, trying to get the cloud that this game, I already don't have because I don't see anybody talking about it except for like two, three ponies that continue to show you the same clip. So I don't know if it's gonna make it, but it's sure got a lot of help, right? It feels like it at least. So
Yeah.
could it be game of the
Plus,
year
there's
or
other
not?
shows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's other shows, and Microsoft wins at those shows. So it's like, if we're talking about like the Game Awards, it's the Pony Awards. Let's keep it 100. But when it's talking about another show, yeah, the Microsoft's gonna be picking up some awards in other shows for sure.
Crazy. So we got Eastside Bando here with his comment. Thank you for coming through, man. He said, let's not
Yeah,
get
there
it
goes right
twisted.
there.
Video games, the Game Awards is ran by ponies, but Xbox definitely wins awards at industry award game shows. Yeah, I know. But
Facts.
what happened is like they don't give these awards that Xbox wins because I think it was like Starfield, right? Game of the Year on Joystick Awards. Was it?
Yeah,
Was it Game of the
I think.
Year? Starfield and Joystick Awards? Let me check. Let me double check because I'm not crazy. Um
Starfield was nominated a lot, not for nothing, and it deserved it.
yeah, I mean it was a weird year. Let me see. Okay, so it says that I don't know. I forgot about the awards. So ta-da-da-da-da-da. So let me see if it won any award. I'm just looking into see. So Xbox Game of the Year. Okay, that's what they won. Xbox Game of the Year. Okay. And PlayStation Game
Yo,
of the
this dude,
Year.
you seen this?
Resident Evil. That's crazy, bro. Oh my
That
god, I'm
shit was
gonna die. Hold
capping,
on, hold
man.
on,
This is what
hold
I'm
on, hold
talking
on. I
about.
gotta show you
Like,
this,
how is it
man.
that an old ass game from PS2 won Game of the Year, but Starfield can't win Game of the Year? Fuck out of here. That shit
No,
is
no, no,
capping
no,
all
no,
the
no.
way. They were trying to
The,
run over.
it's funny because in here they say PlayStation Game of the Year, Resident Evil 4. And Xbox Game of the Year, Starfield. So hold up. Why is Resident Evil 4 considered a PlayStation game? That's just so, I don't know. And the ultimate game of the year went to Baldur's Gate, of course. But yeah, that's so weird. Anyway, guys, that's so freaking weird. Um Demo Flow, when was the last time an exclusive game from Xbox One game of the year? Well, I mean, who cares? Who cares about all of that? What we're trying to say here is like we don't care. That's basically what we're trying to say. So the fact that you
I don't
guys
even
are
watch Game
bringing
Awards,
out,
yo.
yeah, no one much. We're just here for the conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's it. At the end of the
Facts.
day, not for me, not for me, but for a lot of people, I mean, it might be game of the year, right? So whatever, we'll
Yeah.
see. I can't wait to see the awards, just to see all the mess that it's gonna be, because the awards have been crazy for a while. Um, just Keely, he's been, bro. Now he's actually a certified Sony pony, out of the closet finally. So now we know what he about,
We
right?
knew.
Now we know what we're about. Anyway, y'all. Thank you for coming. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We do this every Friday and Sunday. I'll try to have some guests, do something a little bit different, a little bit more fun. So you already know where to find me. Demo Flow Gaming. Where can you be found? Archangel. Let everybody know.
Yo, y'all can find me on my YouTube or on Twitch if I can get that shit running. Maybe somebody can help me in the chat. But I want to say one thing before we go, man. Island Gaming J has some of the fucking best energy like ever.
Yeah,
Like my dude, like, yo, that was like awesome, mad fun.
yeah,
Uh would be like fucking mad happy to have any time that. That was fucking great, yo. And thank you, yo,
yeah,
because that was an awesome experience. I was hyped as a fan of Island Gaming J. I was hyped to see
yeah.
you be here.
Yeah, man. It's a, and this is like, one of the cool things that I'm so grateful for, right? To be able to share
Yeah.
conversation with people like you, like Island
Yeah,
Gaming
and I
with
gotta thank you
Jay,
too, man, for real.
like Simone and Doodle and everybody that I interact with in this community. Like, we've been speaking behind the scenes, and we always talk about how welcoming is the whole Xbox community, especially the new content creators. And I mean, it's just a beautiful thing that we are able to hang out here, and you know what I mean, sort of have our own little thing going. So that's dope. And shout out to Island Gaming with Jay. If you're not subscribed to
Yeah.
Island Gaming with Jay, you're missing out. Seriously, he's a super funny guy. He makes a lot of fun of ponies, and we love that shit. So go on
Always
and check
breaking
him
them
out.
legs.
Go on and check him out. Yeah. And check out my boy Archangel Nexus. Thank you for coming, Archangel, because he didn't know where he was coming or not, but ultimately he's here. So shout out to him. Thank you so much.
Thank
For
you, yo.
making the show better by you being here. And shout out to Shot and everybody who interacted with. I couldn't even read all of the
Hell
shots
yeah.
because y'all went going crazy on there. And it was a lot. And we were trying to have a conversation. He's crazy. But I did see you guys in there. Shout out to the members of the channel. Shout out everybody who come through in and out, whatever. If you working, if you exercising, if you playing games, if you like laying in a hammock, if you having a margarita or two, who cares? Thank you, everybody, whatever the hell you come from, for coming by, stopping by, and chilling with your homie, and Demo Flow Gaming and Archangel and Island Gaming with the A. So yeah, this is the end of the show. Thank you for coming. Hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy Demo Flow. Checking out. Let's get it.
I feel kind of bad because you've been deprived of social interaction and an active sexual life. Living on your basement, bitching to your mom. Sad little person, ponies be so dumb. Welcome to the inbox where all ponies come to hate. DOA,
Yeah.
DOA, DOA, DOA. Ponies claiming Congo, but it's DOA, DOA, DOA.
Dice,
DOA. Ponies claiming Congo, but it's DOA, 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 DOA. Ponies claiming Congo, but it's DOA. Yeah, I'm always online, chilling with the homies. playing Call of Duty without spending money. All these Sony ponies, all they do is hate. And all these fake insiders, all they do is bait. For some PS5, said Mr. Shinobi. Block me when I told them, you're a fucking pony. Conquer 69, they fumble it back. You switch to PS5 just to play Game Pass. Yo, Demo Flow Gaming, papi. Let's get it. Ya tú sabes, el chamaquito de Cash. Yo, young chico in the building. Y'all already know how I rock. Let's get it. DOA,
Yeah.
DOA, DOA, DOA. Demo Flow Gaming. Ponies claiming can't compare it. DOA, 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 DOA. But it's DOA, DOA, DOA. Listen. DOA, ponies claiming caco, but it's DOA. Yo, toda cucaracha se merece un chancletazo. La historia de Concote la escribió un borracho. Se burlaron de Refa porque no salió mejor. Pero ahora PlayStation te vende algo peor. Los ponies están bien locos, se están metiendo bobo. De tanta mierda que habla yo me estoy quedando sordo. El Gamato les llega por el VI y todos con el Game Pass con la cara dura así. Yo.
Blow, 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 blow.
So better
Let's get it,
loco,
boy.
So better loco. Dale. DOA. DOA. Y así que lloran los pones. Así lloran los pones cuando tienen que soltar 70 pesos. 70 pesos por cada juego. Mientras nosotros jugamos en el Game Pass. Woo! DOA. DOA. Hey, ponies claiming can't compare it's DOA. Vaya con Dios, my ponies. Yo, hey, if you want to go get an Xbox, go get an Xbox. You want to go get a PlayStation 5, get a PlayStation 5. If you want to play in your phone, who gives a damn? I'm out here saving money, doing whatever I want, playing as many games as I want, you know, rocking with the Xbox community. And when I say community, I mean all of you, yeah. If you're a pony butt, you're part of the Xbox community. You play on Xbox, you're part of the Xbox community. You play on PlayStation, you're part of the Xbox community. Yeah, because y'all waiting for the Xbox games. Woo! We're all gamers, man. Chill out. Demo Flow Gaming.